bet you weren't expecting a review tonight. Yes, here we go. Okie dokie. Why am I sitting so far back? About me. Right, okay. Yeah, we're going to do a review of what came in this. Which is to say the Deformation robot, whatever it is, knockoff helicopter drift. Which again is basically a retool of Duck the Moon Skyhammer, which is probably my favourite Voyager from that line. Let's have a look at the back. Look at Tim. Got him. Look, it's a giant breacher. That would shatter in seconds, I'm not going near that. And there's Drift, there you go, that's nice. And it's Deformation Tycoon. Collect them all. Yeah, whatever. Should we see it? Yeah, let's do it. And here it is. Let's tilt the camera down so you can see it. Ta-da! Right, okay, I know it's not going to come off the same, like, you know, for you guys as it is in person, but this is a very nice hotspot blue. Yeah? Transformers fans know what hotspot blue is, right? It's the blue that hotspot is. It's hotspot blue with sort of like a slightly darker blue, but still quite light blue, and cream, like someone's spilt milk on it, with a slight hint of, I don't know, strawberry or something. I don't know. It's a weird little red star. And yeah, you might be wondering why these are here. This is the only storage I could find, and it's these little tabs that stick out the side. They will just peg in there. But we'll take those off and get rid of them for now. And there he is. He's got a landing gear that folds up, as per the original. And he has rotors that would turn that way. And they turn. And he's alright. They've cut a couple of corners here and there. One very big corner, to be fair. In fact, they've just cut that street off completely and just gone to the next one over. But we'll get to that. The plastic's alright. I wouldn't say it's as good as the official. It's maybe like not the next step down, but maybe a couple down. But it's nowhere near like cheap quality. It's still alright, but it's not quite official. But it's alright. He comes with this little mist owls, which is neat. No giant gun, but then they've given swords, so you know, fine. It's alright. I've kind of got a soft spot for it because it's a really stupid colour. It's a really stupid colour. It's really weird. It's like, it almost looks like it should be underwater. You know, why is it this colour? It doesn't make sense, but it's really funny. Maybe it's for like snow missions. I don't know. 362, does that mean something? Probably not. Don't know. It's not on the other side, so we'll assume not. Size comparison. Where are we? Let's put the landing gear back down because I folded it up because I'm a dope. Here he is with Skyhammer. So, pretty much the exact same size. Now, when you start looking at the two, you might start noticing a couple of differences, particularly in the tail. That looks different. Different indeed. And I'd say this one's slightly heavier, but there's not much in it. Yeah. We'll start noticing like that hinge. There's no hinge. That seems to be two separate pieces. That's just one. Yeah, there are corners cut here and there. Let's be honest. But truth be told, it looks alright. Let's put this over here. Sounds like there's a helicopter. Let me try that again. Sounds like there's a helicopter going overhead. Helicopter! That's convenient. There you go. Or is it a plane? It's very low, whatever it is. Don't know. Okay, should we transform this? Now, I have slightly modified this. It's more for robot mode, but I have done so. So I'll let you know when it gets closer to the time. But I have slightly modified it. So, to transform it, we're going to fold down the wings. We're going to get hold of the rear section. Might as well fold up the landing gear there. Wriggle this forward slightly so that that comes unpegged. And pull this off. You know, the whole wing section. Don't need it. Yeah, good times. Right, okay. So we're going to straighten out the legs. We're going to untab from the chest and bring them down on the double hinge in here. I assume you guys already know how to transform Skyhammer, but whatever. We're going to do it anyway, just in case there are any differences. We're then going to fold up these two little sections. See, it's different already. I just fold this underneath and it tabs in. And then you can split. And those are the legs. You know what? It works. Can't fault them for that. We'll just rotate these down. That shouldn't be in the way of anything, should it? Nah, it would be alright, probably. We're going to untab the side sections, get them out of the way. Yeah, big pegs into holes. So we'll get those formed down on these hinges. And these definitely aren't going to get in the way of the landing gear because I'm an idiot and I've rushed things. It'll be fine. At which point, this piece under the rotor, this piece here, we need to rotate to the side. You can do it either way because it's not like lynched like the original one. And then we will fold this up straight and gritted teeth. Doesn't like doing that bit, but okay, we've got that up there. Which point we bring these down, and they're supposed to sort of tab in, or is that just to tell them where to stop? Sorry, you can't see that. The rotor just happens to be in the way. See that big peg there? It sort of doesn't tab in, but it just sort of like tells it where to stop. Bit weird, but you know what? It works, so fine. So I'll bring these down on the big hinge points here. Split the entire cockpit. And then rotate the cockpit piece to the side, and then we basically just collapse up. Well, we fold out the hands, or the hand is this case is, and then we fold it all the way over on this hinge until it goes flat. Then we fold it all the way. Just because I'm on camera, don't start fighting with me now. Fold it all the way over the top, so it ends up like that. Let's try and do that again so you can actually see what I'm doing. So rotate the arm down straight. Okay. Fold that out flat. Flip out the hand. Rotate it all the way over the top so it's flat. And then swivel at the elbow, and there's the hand. And the propellers you just sort of fold up, but they don't peg in anywhere. And let's just bring the camera up so you get the full dramatic pose in. That, boys and girls, is Deformation Tycoon Drift in robot mode. Let's just bring you in on this nightmare face. Look at that. I mean, alright, it could have been worse, but I mean, you're getting it quite nice. It actually looks really good through the camera. In person, it's just a golden glob. Because of the way you're getting the light and the reflections, it looks really good for you guys. But no, it's just a big gold blob, really, with the eyes. You know, there's the detail. It just doesn't look as nice as it does through that. And yeah, it's It's a bit questionable, isn't it? Ooh, someone's found a horn for Christmas. Isn't that nice? And because there's no thigh swivels, the toes look a little bit like they're curling in. Like, look at his toes, like, curling in. It all seems a little bit weird. Just a little bit weird. But at least he's, you know, got wings. I say that. You can actually incorporate this. I have found, I'm not sure if it's designed, but it must be, But see these two giant pegs sticking out the back? There's two holes there. You can plug it onto the back. These still don't peg in anywhere. There are no, well, there are pegs on the bottom of them, but there's no holes to peg into. And it doesn't, he said, trying it, just make sure he's not a prat, it doesn't collapse into the body like the original did. So it can't peg in if it wanted to. So there he is, with wings. And yeah, you can take these off and put them in the arms and stuff, but frankly I can't be bothered, so I'm not going to. Because why would you, really? And let me get on to the mod that I did. The slight mod custom tweak. It's nothing fancy, but basically these legs are straight and you can't do anything with them. So what I did was I trimmed this corner off here because it was just straight, flat and down. So I trimmed it, and now I've got knee bend. Yeah. Oh, you can Kamen Rider kick people. Yeah, I know about this sort of thing. I'm a nerd. Shut up. Dear. So yeah, it's he's a mess, frankly. I might have to floor polish these, so at least I can sort of hinge them around and they'll sort of stay under there. But yeah, it's a mess. Let's go on to the swords quickly before people get depressed. So you got two swords, and they're painted like they're fading bronze-ish gold on this side. That's not the lighting. It is actually looks like someone's painted it and sort of go, and just brushed a load off. And same on this one. I don't know why, but they have. This one's not as bad as that one. And then not on the other side. And there's this funny hook thing, which I don't know what it's for. I mean, they do sort of vaguely grip each other by it, but not so much. It just makes it more difficult to put it in the hands. So to put it in the hand, you've got to kind of angle that through. And then shove the handle in. And then twist it. Look, he's got a sword. Whoocha! 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 And if you're so inclined, you can turn the sword around. And using tabs, these two are designed to fit together, and this sort of just sits together, it doesn't actually grip. But you can fit the two swords together to make giant buster sword. Still doesn't look impressive. It should, it's two pseudo samurai swords stuck back to back. That should be brilliant, but it doesn't look it, does it? And let's bring in Skyhammer in robot mode for comparison. There he is. So I'm not sure what kind of gimmick with the feet and stuff, but this one does seem slightly shorter. Maybe he's just leaning forward a bit, I don't know. No, they're about the same size. This one's just got so much more presence, just to, you know, make him seem bigger. He's got open hands compared to the, you know, brick with a hole through. And the heads are completely different, and they've got a completely different vibe going on, and yeah, I mean, he's fantastic. I really like him. And he's not bad. It's just you can definitely see why this was like £10-ish, maybe less. I think it was about £8, something like that, delivered free. And he was like £20 something, brand new. You can see why. But it's not bad. It's a laugh. It's, you know, I would never have bought this version of Drift because, you know, why would I? I should have brought Drift down to do a comparison with him, but frankly I couldn't be bothered walking upstairs to get him and then walking back down again. That's too much effort. Yeah, but I do quite like these, to be honest with you. This is quite funny. I wouldn't spend too much money on it if you can get him reasonably cheap, like I sort of did. It's up to you really. Value is subjective. If you think £8 is worth it, go ahead. It's funny. Maybe you can, you know, custom paint him, make him look a bit better. Fine. Just remember, definitely trim these. Like, can you see the white where I've cut this? Just trim these so he gets the, you know, on both sides, so he gets the knee bend. Definitely worth it. And yeah, I mean, you notice whenever I pause after the robot mode, I go, oh yeah, and here's that figure, you know, the comparison in robot mode, hey, because I actually paused the video to transform it off screen, and because my camera's terrible and it wobbles everywhere, it's really obvious. Yeah, I only did it for a joke on this one because I've actually got a spare Skyhammer. Oh, what a world we live in, boys and girls, where I have a spare Skyhammer. And yes, I have been tempted to steal his missiles and put them on him, but I'm not going to, because, you know, they're his missiles, he's earned it. This is my original, this is a one I got, like, second hand from somewhere, I don't know. He's kind of funny, he's kind of silly, and if you want him, buy him. That's as much as you're going to get out of me, really. I don't know, kids, I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed in a minute, but I just thought I'd do your review because I don't want to be lazy. And he's alright, he's kind of funny. That's the point, actually. Tell you what, while we're here, very quickly, let me just stand up for a minute and lean over and reach and grab and move this stuff out of the way. It's the Megatron from, I believe, the same line. Because, where's the box go? Because Megatron's shown quite prominently on the box, being bigger than him. But it is, yeah, a little bit, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, that'll do it. I'd also like to point out I've got a couple of things in the post, nothing super fancy, but I've also got 2 orders from Sir Toys in the post. Well, one's in the post, the other one's being delayed until after Chinese New Year. But I'm not going to complain because, you know, China, cheap stuff. Fine. Looking forward to those, because apparently Sir Toys actually pays attention to my channel, so hi Sir Toys! I don't like it when people pay attention, because all of a sudden I realise how terrible I am. I should stop rambling and call this video a day and go to bed. Yes, that's a plan. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see you all in the next one, when I keep rambling. Bye!